From Johnny Somali now getting what might be his final warning to turn his life around, maybe his last real chance.
He always has been the one to be able to choose what to do. And at this point, it's not too late. But I'm going to tell you right now, if he does this, it may be too late.
To how another Kick streamer got brutally pressed for following in Johnny's footsteps. There's a lot to unpack today. But that's not all. One of the most controversial and shocking topics right now. An American basketball player facing the death penalty in Indonesia. Yes, you heard that right. And it's a harsh and deeply concerning situation. On top of that, secret footage has just leaked showing the Indonesian president in a private conversation with Donald Trump, and people are speculating it might be related to this very case. Even more surprisingly, that same footage is now being connected to an earlier meeting between the Philippine president and Trump, leading to wild theories that Trump may have blocked the deportation of Vitaly Zdorovetski. So yeah guys, there's a lot to cover today. Let's start with the shocking story of how an American basketball player is now facing the death penalty in Indonesia.
So this American basketball player is Jared Shaw, once a pro athlete chasing his dream, now sitting in an Indonesian jail, staring down the death penalty. He started off strong, played college basketball in the US for Oklahoma State and Utah State, then went international, playing in places like Turkey, Japan, and Mexico. But by 2022, he landed in Indonesia, joining the Tangerang Hawk, one of the top teams in the Indonesian Basketball League. He was winning championship, living the life most athletes dream of. But all that changed in May 2025. Police tracked a suspicious parcel coming from Thailand, a box full of 132 cannabis gummies. The moment Jared came to collect it, undercover officers stormed his apartment. He was handcuffed, cameras flashing everywhere, and in seconds, his name went from champion to criminal. He later said it was a stupid mistake, that he only used them to treat his Crohn's disease. But in Indonesia, there's no mercy when it comes to drugs. Even a small amount can mean life in prison or execution.
Made a, quote, stupid mistake. And being held in detention for the past 5 months has caused him to go to a dark place mentally. After the arrest, Shaw's contract was terminated by the Tanger Hawks, which said in a statement he violated the league's strict no drug use policy in his contract.
And now, even a lot of big names are starting to speak up about this. They're questioning, why are people still not learning to respect the laws of these Asian countries? Because one thing's becoming clear, these nations don't play games anymore. One mistake, one wrong decision, and it could cost you your life.
Let me tell you something. Y'all better stop going to these other countries if you don't know they laws. 35-year-old Jared Shaw, an American basketball star over there in Indonesia, now facing the death penalty over cannabis gummies. Now, me and you both know we could walk in any dispensary and get some goddamn gummies and walk out in the US, but it don't work like that in Indonesia.
So guys, if you ask me, I'll say definitely this type of person should be held accountable, because everywhere they go, they're ruining the name of America, ruining the reputation of Americans with their shady and criminal activities. And because of people like them, even creators such as Johnny Somali and Vitaly Zdorovetski are getting more confident. They might even be bragging that many others are now following their path. I think all of this needs to be taken seriously, and everyone involved should be held accountable. But the most concerning thing right now is a post that's gone viral online, claiming, "Oh my god, Trump and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto have just been caught on a hot mic discussing a secret deal." In the footage, Prabowo supposedly asks to speak with Trump's sons, Eric and Don Jr., who, by the way, do not work in government. And now people are asking, did we just hear a major crime happen on tape? Things are getting serious, and I think Donald Trump should not bring any of these controversial figures back into the US anytime soon, because once again, people started digging up another meeting between Trump and Philippine President Bongbong Marcos, where some claim Trump might have rejected Vitaly's return to America. And after that meeting, Vitaly's deportation story completely disappeared. So guys, what do you actually think about all of this? Let me know in the comments. Now, here's more. Can Johnny Somali really get one last chance from the South Korean authorities? That's the question, because even though he's not even any time, saying he regrets his crimes and wants to be a better person, and that's exactly what's destroying his last hope. Even legal experts are talking about this, and we'll get into that in this video.
If you go down this path, there's no helping you. This is your final warning. You have a choice, and all you got to do is start off by pleading guilty, admit fault. It's hard. And Johnny Somali has said himself, he doesn't know how to say sorry. It goes against who he is. Well, guess what? You created the character of Johnny Somali. You can create a character that does the right thing. If you can create Johnny Somali as a character, you can create a character that does the right thing. But actually, here's what you do. You get rid of the old character. You recycle the old character, wood chipper the old character, and be the new person. right?
The legal mindset actually brought up a very good point, but honestly, I'll say this straight. If people like Johnny Somali ever wanted to do something good, it would have shown long before now. He's been controversial from the very beginning. From his parents to the South Korean public, even the American audience. Everyone is cursing his name and demanding that he face a harsher punishment. So the real question is, can someone like Johnny Somali ever truly become a good person? Should the South Korean authorities really give him another chance? I don't think so, because giving him another chance might send the wrong message, that you can disrespect a country, break its laws, and still get sympathy later. And that's not how justice should work.
Do I think he's going to do that? Maybe, maybe not, right? But it's his choice. It's always been his choice. He always has been the one to be able to choose what to do. And at this point, it's not too late. But I'm going to tell you right now, if he does this, it may be too late. And after this trial on October 29th, when these witnesses testify, it may be too late. If he does not take action to put himself on a good path, ASAP, it's going to be way worse for him.
After all, I don't think Johnny Somali should get any kind of chance from the South Korean authorities. This is the same person who provoked his own criminal activity by reposting videos on his YouTube channel. So really, should he get another chance? Never. I don't think so. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Now, moving on to another viral video. In this one, a kick streamer called 5-Star was pressed and smacked by a random stranger just for playing Drake's music in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you gotta turn that shit off, bro. Oh. Turn that shit off. Why would I turn that shit off? You don't f***ing around here, man. Like, on some real shit. Turn that shit off, girl. Turn that shit off, man.
I know he's trolling.
Turn that shit off.
Why?
We don't play that shit around here. You know what the f*** that?
Where's my at?
Bro, you in Los Angeles, man. You don't play that shit.
I'm gonna play Drake,
Don't
dog.
play that shit again, bro.
I'm gonna play
Bro, on
Drake.
some real shit. Turn that shit off, bro.
I can't tell he's trolling.
Turn this shit off.
I can't tell he's trolling. On God.
You think I'm playing with you?
Yo, hey, yo.
Turn that shit off.
This is the same behavior we've seen from Johnny Somali before. So many things are matching up. But now, it's happening with other streamers who are creating chaos in public places. Everywhere they go, ordinary people's lives are getting harassed. Just imagine, if any woman, child, or elderly person passes by, they're exposed to this mess. Does anyone really think they won't be harmed in some way? So guys, what do you actually think about this? Let me know in the comments. Now, check out another video where another shady act happened, this time by a kick streamer, former ally of Ice Poseidon and Johnny Somali. The streamer, Action Man, got pressed by a woman because of his shady behavior.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You're right. Whoa! What's up?
Don't touch my camera.
That's my daughter.
I'm not touching you. Don't touch the camera.
Leave. Hey, you know what? Wait a minute.
What you gonna do?
Wait a minute.
You wanna assault me on street
No,
again?
I don't.
Then have your back so hard to get away.
This girl just grabbed her.
Fuck, she grabbed me. You have 50
We didn't do anything.
Get out of my face.
Let me talk.
Wait, bro, back. Do something. Bye. Talk to my dad.
I just told them to stop.
Your daughter's a fat slut, so we're good.
Go, man.
Fuck this shit. Leaving this shit, man. Finna talk to me that way, man. And I walked back in, I said it. My chat was saying you're... Yes, sir. 4.4 million followers. So I walk in there,
So here Action Man actually messed with some women. If we look closely, it was Action Man's fault. He dug himself into trouble. Women didn't overreact or escalate their anger, and later when the police got involved, women were not arrested, only warned. Even Action Man received a warning. But here's the thing. People connected to Johnny Somali and Ice Poseidon treat this kind of behavior as usual. Shouldn't they be held accountable and arrested like anyone else? Guys, what's your opinion on all of this? Let me know in the comments.